Alrighty, fellow Deathbats and Lady Deathbats, welcome into Sinister Jace Kingdom. And in this video, I'm going to be reviewing for you guys Pokemon Puzzle League for the N64. Let's just get into the video. I'm going to go over to the video that's playing so I can talk about it a little bit more and let you guys see what it's about. Alright, so this is Pokemon Puzzle League. Pretty much it's a form of Tetris, just its own version. Mix and match puzzle pieces, and as you can see, lines clear. Um, I really enjoy this one compared to Tetris. I've been playing this quite frequently. There are two versions of this. One is on the GBA. That one I'll be talking about in another video. But this one here was my favorite. I remember getting this on Christmas Day when it came out. And it's set with me as a really, really great childhood memory. And as you can see here, it's very fun to play. There are other settings in it that if you go, there's time settings. I think this is one player mode. Um, there's challenge mode. It's pretty much like Tetris, but in a different format and with Pokemon, of course. Um, as for unlockables, I went and researched everything. You have to type codes in to unlock stuff. I'm sure if I sat down and played everything enough, I could actually really open stuff up. Now, my opinion on a couple of things within the game are this. The double set of squares the lines where you move the blocks between them is cool and all, but you need to, they gotta find a way, they should have found a way to take it and turn it right side up, because there's pieces I saw that I was like, man, I really wish I could have, connected those to clear out the level and defeat the guy. Um, they actually took when they made this game, they took a lot of 90s Pokemon references from the show itself. So this was based around the time the Johto League was on TV, and I do remember that. Um, as for art style, I think the art in this is beautiful. I think it does what it's Pokemon. There's nothing that can change that up. That's pretty much the theme of the game itself. Um, Also, the music, very Pokemon-esque. You can't expect nothing else outside of Game Freak and Nintendo working together. They're always going to create a wonderful Pokemon game. Um, what else can I say about this? There's a couple, like I said, there's a couple other challenge modes in there. I was messing with one where you're defeating Team Rocket. I forget what the challenge mode, but it was actually really fun to play, and it got harder and harder. And I'm getting better with the keyboard and mouse, but I kind of wish I had that controller that I had back then. Um, all in all, this game's great, and I do suggest playing it if you have a chance. If you have a retro store, go pick this one up. I highly suggest it. Um, this game was a lot of fun, and I'm sure people are watching this and being like, "Wow, I would actually like to play that." And that's what I'm hoping to do here. I'm hoping I can somehow inspire Nintendo to create new versions of this game, especially with all the stuff they got in Pokemon now. It'd be pretty incredible to see them create like a new version of this, especially with that feature of turning the space right side up so you can bring the block down and bring the other one up. Um, let's just get back to the big screen now, and explain what rating I give this. So, sorry. So, my rating on this one is going to be very high because I do like this game a lot. I'm a fan of these puzzle games, so I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10. It's a piece of history that nobody else knows about, and that Nintendo should have really pushed on it, but they didn't bother to with it. And I'm hoping Nintendo hears my voice, because if you do, Nintendo, create another version of this. There was one on the Game Boy Color I'm playing, and this was a great idea when it first started out. And I would be happy to see Nintendo keep delivering this franchise of game. I like the Pokemon pinball games. I like these Pokemon Puzzle League games. And I would love to see them create a Pokemon Puzzle League too. We've seen it out of Pokemon Snap where they created a sequel to that. So I would really like for them to create a sequel to this and keep going with this franchise because they did a wonderful job at knowing what they were doing with it. And you're gonna see when you do play that, you're gonna see a lot of references from the movie in the 90s, um, references from the show, if you're familiar with it. And there's little cutscenes in there that are exactly, something that would have been in the show, but they put it particularly in the game because this is something Nintendo wanted to do with this. So, with that said, I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope I inspired you to check this one out because this one is near and dear to me. I got this on Christmas one day, along with a Pikachu, and it really sat well with me. It very, very nostalgia for me, and very worth playing. So if you can, check it out. All right, with that said, Lady Deathbats and fellow Deathbats, take it easy and have a wonderful day.